sangria.
Sangria.
Little sangria, little spiced rum.
Oh shit, man.
Little blue solo cup to get the night going.
God dang, man. How we doing?
Spice it a little bit, boy.
Yeah. How long? Am I the only one?
So we had for special guest Friday a guy named Miguel,
Huh?
and Miguel was a guy that I met a few years ago. He just started sending me random memes.
Yes.
So I sent him an invite after last week when we started doing Skype because I wanted last Friday to be our first Skype show to kind of test it out. So I said, hey, man, next Friday around 9 o'clock Central, me and my buddies are going to be doing this podcast. You want to join in? I sent him a couple of sample episodes. He said, it sounds great. I called him. The first time I ever had a real conversation with the man, everything sounded good. So I sent him today. I was just like, yesterday, I was like, all right, just let me know when you got the account set up. I'll add you. And today I sent him a message and I was like, hey, man, just so you know, we start at 9 tonight. I'd like to do a little test run. And he said, oh, sorry, I'm a single dad and nobody's to watch my kids. So,
Oh no.
so he bailed. So I went to my backups and none of them were available.
Well,
So tonight we're the special guests.
all right. Well, well, I'm sorry I'm late. My in-laws are going to Hawaii, so I had to help him. Pull out his suitcase. Get the back seat cleaned out, get his house ready for him. So when they go to Hawaii, so.
Oh, it's no worries. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I kind of started a little bit. All I really did was explain what I was drinking. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was late. Just bullshit around. Just trying to get stuff done for them, so they can have a peaceful trip without worrying about the house or nothing. I gotta go feed the dogs every day, but that's no big deal. So.
You had to get a suitcase packed for him. Was that it?
No, he had his suitcase in the garage. He was looking for his swimming shoes, and I had to help him find his stuff. So no big, normal son-in-law stuff.
I don't know how alcoholics do this shit, man.
What? Drink a lot?
Drink these drinks.
Switch to the damn screwdriver.
What's wrong now? What you don't like it?
It's just rum.
Just straight rum?
No, I mixed it with some sangria soda.
With soda? Sangria and soda?
Yeah, it's just fruit soda.
Just okay. Shout out to HEB.
They make all the crazy fruit drinks.
Well, you should just drink it straight rum then.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking gag.
You gag on rum?
I think I gag on anything.
Straight rum, ain't you gag on it?
The way I drink liquor is like I take the shot and just take the shot. But this,
okay.
Sipping on it, breathing in the fumes, getting them all in the back of your throat.
You don't do Legos, do you? You don't collect Legos, right?
I have 0 Legos. 0.
No, I gave you some one time. You put them in a photo one time. Like here you go. You get
yes,
little,
I still have the Cyclops. I still have the Cyclops.
Yeah. So I gave you some itty bitty ones. Well, I gave you some itty bitty ones back then. Some of the only ones you ever had.
Yeah, that's the only one that made it. Roger, I think, got one recently for a birthday, but it's already gone. I had a Lego Batman on my keychain, and it fell apart. All that's left is... No, I lost the keychain, so that's gone.
So did you ever find his keys, by the way?
No.
No? You're still... Okay. Well, they got the new... Friends, right? The show?
Yeah.
Lego is making Friends the Lego set.
Yes, I saw that.
So that's very exciting for a lot of Lego and Friend fans, I guess. So,
were you a big fan of Friends?
Well, actually, watching it now, it's okay. It's it's something to watch.
That's the same face I make when I drink this stuff.
Well, that's the only thing I can watch that's not violent. That's curse words in it. No one's head's getting chopped off. That's the only thing I can watch with the wife. That's it. That's all I can watch.
Oh, you don't like the gruesome violence?
No, she's not gonna watch The Boys. She's not gonna watch that. It's too violent for her.
Now, Sarah, see, this is what's cruel because Sarah would be okay with the violence. She just doesn't like watching new shows.
Really?
Yeah, she don't like watching anything new.
Dang, nothing new? Not even The Boys?
Not even The Boys. Couldn't even watch the trailer.
That was Amazon's best series yet they ever made.
Yeah, because it's the. I mean, it's one of the best superhero TV shows ever made.
I think hands down it is. I think it just took the time. I think it just passed Flash. The first episode just passed it.
Yeah,
Anything I'm
I'd say it's
watching.
better than some of the movies that have came out.
Yeah, a couple of some DC ones. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's right up there with it.
It's gritty. I think it stays true to the comic. I was about to buy the comic books tonight, but fuck man, those comic books have went up in price.
Really?
So I think instead of buying, because I was going to buy a whole graphic novel, like 14 issues, it was $30. And I was like, yeah, it's a little too rich for my blood.
I gotta make fun of that one fan that's like, well, this doesn't stay true to superheroes. I don't like the boys. These aren't my kind of heroes. This is not for me. And like, okay, you didn't need to say anything, but I guess he had to put his 2 cents in that his heroes wouldn't do nothing like this.
The same shit was going on during Marvel Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, why are they fighting each other? My heroes don't act like this. I mean, people would say the same shit. It's like, it's time to grow the fuck up.
Civil War, yeah, you pinned the best against the best that you possibly could. And you had some shady shit going on, which showed that Tony Stark, Iron Man, would do anything to freaking win. Even clone Thor.
That was badass.
But did you see Thor fuck him up though when he came back?
Yeah, he got tired of the Ragnarok ripoff.
I mean, like like when Thor came back, Iron Man tried to talk to him. Thor ain't having it. Thor fucked him up the first 3 pages. Just him fucking him up.
Yeah. Hold on.
What you got back there? What you got over here?
Basically went something like this. It's like he's like, "Oh, I'm Thor," and he's like, "No, bitch, I'm Thor." Boom, and that was the end of it.
But it was funny when Iron Man was trying to try and calm Thor down. He knew it was gonna go sideways real quick, and it did. Thor didn't say shit. He just fucked Iron Man up.
Yeah, he if I'm not mistaken, he tapped his hammer against Iron Man's helmet. Like the whole thing was like almost shut down.
Yeah, he was fucking pissed at him. So you don't pull that kind of shit, I guess, with Thor. He didn't really appreciate that shit.
Well, I mean, he cloned him. Cloned an Asgardian.
And made him do bad things. Made him look bad doing this.
Well, he killed Bill Foster right out the gate. Bam. Yeah. Goliath, dead. Now, that was a holy shit scene because they were fighting. They were in the trenches. And I was like, damn, Captain America might just pull this off. And all of a sudden, I saw that lightning bolt, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Thor, there was who stayed neutral? No one wanted no part of either side. I know Thor was one of them, right? He didn't want no part of nothing.
Well, Thor didn't come back. The real Thor didn't come back until after it was over.
But do you think he was sided with Captain America or Iron Man?
Well,
I know Captain America. I think he would have sided with Captain America.
Yeah, I think he would have just kind of went off on his own, kind of like the Thing did. Probably just would have went out in space and said, fuck y'all, you ain't get your shit together.
Like I said, there were several that went neutral. Like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, Thing didn't join either side. Luke Cage, he was on Cap's side. I can't remember who was neutral. The X-Men kind of, I think they were kind of against it because it was almost the same thing as the Mutant Registration Act. Mm-hmm. But I think they kind of stayed out of it for the most part.
I have not read a X-Men comic in God knows how long. So I don't know what's going on in the X-Men universe right now.
Well, so when Marvel took over, when Disney took over Marvel, they really didn't like the X-Men comics selling because they couldn't get any money off of that. Mm-hmm. Right? Because Disney can only get money off of the movie characters they own the rights to. Mm-hmm. So they didn't get any of the rights to all these Marvel, the X-Men, Wolverine, Cyclops, Deadpool. And so they're missing out on money. So they basically killed off all the mutants. They just slowly got rid of all the
comics. They did it? Because you can't make money, kill it?
Yeah. And the guy who was the VP at Marvel at Disney was like, look, they're not somebody we can make money off of. So They're not going to be a priority for us. We're focused on Iron Man and the other guys. So they didn't even have the rights to Spider-Man. So, and that's their Spider-Man's Marvel's #1 merchandiser. Like he's not only Marvel's, like he's the #1 merchandise character.
You watched Far From Home, right?
I hadn't seen that one yet. No.
Okay, well I'm not gonna tell you nothing then, till you go watch it. But
yeah, I don't know when I get to go watch it, but I do want to.
Well, no one spoiled nothing for you yet, so I won't tell you yet. But it goes sideways real quick for Spider-Man in the end. So same old shit there. Well, and it also gives an opportunity to open up for another character to come in. So pretty good stuff.
Any crossover with Venom?
So what? No, well, I heard they said they want to, don't want to, but that's other web pages here, their talk they want to do. So.
Well, I remember they had Kevin Feige, who's the Marvel Studios guy. He was sitting down next to the Sony producer, and she was saying, yeah, Venom's just a part of the Spider-Man universe, and Spider-Man and Marvel, they're all connected. And so eventually one day they'll be together again. And then Kevin Feige, the camera looks over to him, and he's just like, nobody said anything to me about that. So I don't know if Venom will ever make it over there.
I thought the Venom movie was okay. For a storytelling one, I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it was.
CGI was good. So
it really doesn't get good till Venom shows up.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole part about Eddie Brock and being a reporter, I could care less. Tom Hardy overacting, I don't care. But when he finally got infected, I was like, okay, this is interesting. It was good. Good movie, boy.
Really good. Hey, hang on real quick. My name just got screamed, so hang on.
Hopefully everybody's okay. We're going to take a little brief a break here. Me and John are talking about the movie Venom and the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in regards to Spider-Man. The drink's not as bad as I was planning it out to be. It's okay. I'm just a newbie and I'm not used to drinking like liquor. I drink beer, but it takes a lot of beer to get you drunk, and even then you don't get the taste of the alcohol. And quite frankly, I'm not a fan of hangovers the next day, so got to take it easy. Taking it easy. Taking it easy. Don't know the rest of the song, but we're taking it easy. Oh, Aaron's at rehearsal, so he's doing that. Not sure where Daniel is. Everything all right, boy?
Everything's good. She left the door open because she said she's gonna take a shower. I guess Bubba woke up. He was crying, and I guess he was doing that soft cry. So I didn't hear him, and she must have got up and said, "Hey, he's crying." Like, oh shit, oopsie.
And you just say, "Well, do something about it," and then shut the door.
Yeah, that shit don't fly, Shay. Sorry, that shit don't. I don't know around your house, but that shit don't fly around here.
Yeah, I mean, if I said it, I'd still go do it, but I would just say it to be, like just a little. It's basically it's like shooting a gun with no ammo, just firing blanks.
But you smiling. Well, she's in that sensitive. I hope she doesn't watch this. She's in that oversensitive stage. Like some days we can make jokes with each other. She's laughing, we're playing. Then some days I make a joke. How could you say that? What happened? Like, what happened? We were playing just like 10 minutes ago. What happened?
Hormones are a bitch, John. You can't fuck with hormones.
I was like, God dang, man. Now, she gets mad. She goes, you have never cried, because men don't cry, hun. If I'm going to cry, I'm going to cry like a man in the bathroom by myself with a shower on. So she's never seen me cry before. Like, did you even cry when Jonathan was born? I said, I don't know. You were right there. You didn't see me cry? Don't cry. I didn't. Did you cry, Shane, when Roger was born?
Yeah.
You shed a tear, or you just like bawl?
Oh no, it was just a tear. The doctor was crying. Sarah was high, but the doctor was crying.
Why was the doctor crying? Wait, why the doctor crying?
She's a softie. She values life. She thinks it's a special thing.
All right. Well, whatever. I remember saying when the doctor handed me the scissors. All right, John, let's go. Come on. I'm like,
yeah.
Shane, like I saw black. Shane, when I was cutting, I saw black. I was about to pass out. I was going down. He said, "Good job, John." Yeah. I almost hit that ground.
You
That I
faint.
can admit
You're
to.
not used to seeing blood and stuff, and
No, Shane, no. I remember he said, "John, come over here. Come look at this. Come look at your son being born." I'm sorry, Shane. I know a lot of parents gonna think that's sorry. No, I didn't look down there to see my son coming out. I'm sorry. Did you?
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a
Huh?
choice. I'm standing over there minding my own business. I think I was even wearing this exact same shirt, and I'm just standing there. I'm like, la di da. What are we doing? When's the baby coming? Just standing here chilling. Sarah's high as a kite, and the nurse is, consoling Sarah. And doctor walks in, puts some gloves on. And I'm like, oh shit, I guess this is going to be happening here pretty soon. And the nurse looks at me. She says, "Dad," and I'm like, "Yeah." And she said, "Grab mom's leg." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay." And she's like, "Lift it up and put it on your shoulder." I'm like, "All right." So get the leg up. I look down, and there it is. There's everything. And I equate it to the gazelle coming out the deer. It's got this like bag around it, this yellowish bag, and you just see his this blip just plopped on out, and and they stick. I got video of it. They stick their finger in his mouth to clear everything out, and then they immediately put him into a Ziploc bag to keep his body temperature up. And so I send the picture of him in that bag to like all my family, and he's
Oh,
here. And
Oh,
and
with no content, right? No content.
yeah, I didn't say anything else. I didn't follow up. I didn't answer the phone for like the next 6 hours. And people are like fucking panicking. Like, why is he in a bag? My sister, she did a little research because she thought it was weird too. She just Googled baby in a Ziploc bag. And then the first thing you see is a news article explaining why they do it.
Mhm.
But for the family that didn't Google search, they didn't know what the fuck had happened. They thought they just wrapped the baby up in the bag and that was all she wrote.
Is Ziploc the official bag of the Rollins family now?
Oh, what bags do we use, babe?
Whatever.
She just gets whatever.
Okay, I thought that'd be like the
We've,
official
we've
bag.
had Ziploc. We've had other bags. I don't know. I mean, I guess for Halloween one year we could probably put Roger in a Ziploc bag or something, and
Make
do
a
that.
big, that'd be funny. Make a big zip plastic one, put Ziploc on it. That'd
Yep.
be hilarious. No one would
Actually,
get
what I want to do is Halloween is we go as the King of the Hill. I'll be Hank. Sarah's Peggy. Roger will be Bobby. I get some glasses. Bobby, what the hell? I'll just wear a white shirt, drinking my beer.
That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. You ready for the camping trip?
Yeah, we got. I invited Josh Red. I
Oh,
invited Josh.
cool, good. Well, Daniel's super excited. He goes, "What do you want to do, boy? Want me to go pick you up? Want me to do this and that?" Like Daniel, Shane already knows where to go. I'm gonna go to you. I'll meet with you. We're gonna go to the store, get our little supplies of food we want. Then we're going to just drive straight out there because you know where to go and you registered Daniel's car. So
Yeah.
we don't need a what's the thing they follow convoy down there.
Right. No. We can show up whenever. I'm gonna call them one day next week just to see what all instructions we need to get in there, because we're not gonna make it when they open. We're gonna be
Well,
there tonight.
I get off. The wife gets off at noon. She's gonna just take me over. No, she's gonna get off at noon. Come home, change, whatever. Take me to Arlington. Get with Daniel. Me and Daniel will drive down. It'll take about 2 hours. So
Yeah.
by the time we stop, eat, and wherever we do, we
Do
get there.
y'all want to all eat dinner somewhere before we go to the campground?
We can. We'll talk to Daniel. Pretty sure we can. Yeah. Do also ask you. Do you want to bring my dartboard? Sure, we can
Yeah.
play outside the dartboard.
We gotta have something to do.
Yeah, I bring a dartboard. Like I said, we got tons of crap. You know.
Yeah, I gotta get the park's Wi-Fi code. They have Wi-Fi.
Well, I know me and Dale were talking like, yeah, Dale, I want to tell Shane to like you said, you're gonna call him, like, no, make sure the bitches turn the AC on. That day we weren't cold in there, and you said you got another AC unit. No, we'll put another AC in there, double AC.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember to drag that portable AC with us.
That'd be funny. Have two AC blowing in there.
Yeah, hopefully that wouldn't blow out the damn electricity, and then we're fucked. Then we got no AC.
They come pounding on the door. Hey, we got a lot of energy use over here. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know we had a cap on electricity over here.
Yeah, I don't know what all you can plug in.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I said, I don't know how big the cabin is by the picture. I can't tell you. You know.
It's big enough for 2 bunk beds to be in there.
Yeah, and I'm bringing my air bed. So, Sebastian or which one was it?
Nico.
Nico. I knew it was Nico. I still said the wrong damn name. If he wants his own bed, Daniel, me or Daniel can sleep on the blow up. So no big deal. So they don't have a bed.
Gabriel told me I'm in for a very harsh night's sleep. He said it's going to be rough.
That's only if Daniel starts snoring. You know.
Yeah. Well, I thought Daniel was bringing his CPAP.
And I don't like Aaron said that thing's.
Yeah, the CPAP's loud as fuck too. You can't win. It's like you're just trading one for the other.
I remember a long time ago we went on a trip, and Daniel snored so loud that our friend went into the closet to try to sleep, and Daniel was still so loud that he went into the bathroom, closed the door, and slept in the bathtub. Daniel's snoring was horrific. He just a snorer, man.
Well, what are we gonna do at the cabin if that's? I guess I'll bring my tent just in case, and it'll be like, "There, Aaron, you fucking happy?"
I saw somebody. I saw a little human.
Oh, that's my niece.
Oh, thank God, because like Shane, I see some weird shit back there, man.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't Roger.
Yeah, we're just taking random kids, and they stay upstairs.
I know you need to get. What, you do babysitting?
No, she's hanging out. She's hanging out this weekend.
Okay, no big deal. Anything big for this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Red, Josh tomorrow down there in Waco. Aaron's doing he's doing his first real.
Play tomorrow. I was trying to get off. I begged and pleaded. They're like, nope, tax-free weekend. We need you here. And the people that were off, hey, come on, $20. You know, let's just trade shifts. No, sorry, I don't want to be here. Not even an excuse. Just I don't want to be here. So
yeah, I planned. I just don't think we'll have time to get down there and see it and do what we're wanting to do. So whatever, it'll be on the internet or something.
Now I know Aaron's gonna say something, but I think Aaron Shane has a good gig going on with his lawyer chick. He has.
Yeah.
You know, I'm afraid he's gonna mess it up though. You know,
well,
Red, nice setup. You know.
Yeah.
Takes care of the kids. You know. And here's Aaron. You know, just I'm like, I don't know. Like I haven't seen the young lady yet either. So.
Yeah, I mean she's nice. Yeah, I hope that she helps him get his act together and, you know, lets him do the acting thing, but, you know, at the same time, you know, keep it level-headed. Don't go crazy with it.
I can hear Aaron now. I don't need no one's help to get my act together. I got my act together already.
Yep. That's his fucking problem.
I know what I'm doing. I got goals, ambition. I know where I'm heading towards.
Yeah, the other night when he was on here talking, Sarah was getting pissed. She was like, "Why is he being like that?" And I'm like, "That's just how he is."
When me and Daniel talked, we were like so. He either doesn't have the money and he's making excuses. I think that's actually it. We like he doesn't want to go because you know like who would like it's still camping. There's no plumbing in there. You still have to go out to the bathroom. There's no water in there. You still got to go outside to use the water. You know, it's still camping. You
can still get bit by a snake. You can wake up with a raccoon on your chest.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, no. Like, whatever, man. Like, try to make an event, but you don't want to go for some off reason. You don't want to go because you want to be with your chick. Just say that. Just say, no, I don't want to leave her or whatever. Just say something, you know. But
yeah,
no, I want to go road. We're not going out into the mountains like he wants to do. We're not doing that.
Well, the thing on the mountains is this is the first time I've been outside overnight in forever. So I can't remember the last time I did a real camping thing.
Well, this is the first night I'll be away for settling since we've been married. This is the first time I'll be away for a night. Actually apart.
Oh, y'all have never been apart before?
No.
You've only been married a few years though, right?
Yeah, but I've never been apart for that long a time. So she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, honey, you'll be fine. Well, I'm literally only gonna be gone one day because I'll see you Friday. I won't see you Saturday. I'll see you Sunday. So one day,
Yeah.
you won't see me for one day. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. That first little break like that, it's always usually a little tough. I think for me and Sarah, she went to go stay with her dad or something one weekend. And it was the first time we'd been apart. And I was like, man, that's crazy. All these years, we never been apart every day. And
Now
now,
I'm like, bye,
and
bye,
now,
boy.
now she goes for,
Bye.
she can go for days. We
I
could do,
heard, I heard, I heard Daniel back there. Bye, boy. Bye. He's
we've
just
been,
looking at you. Oh no, don't leave. Please
last,
don't leave me.
yeah. Last year when she was in the hospital, she was in there for sometimes a week at a time. So, you know,
Well, like I said, I think it'll be like I said. I know we're gonna have fun, especially if we just have fucking AC. At least all that matters. We have AC. We can just retreat into the house, into the cabin. If it's just too damn hot, we can just retreat
yeah,
into.
that fireplace is going to be fucking hot.
Well, with that, just don't make it freaking big. Don't
Yeah.
like. Well, I know we said we're gonna fucking do. We're gonna make, like overdo it. Like no, they need to be bigger. They need to be hotter.
Well, the campground rules say that we can't use the firewood laying around. We have to bring our own firewood.
I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you said that. So we gotta bring our own firewood.
Yeah, because it says that if we pick up the wood there, it disturbs the natural habitat.
Well, I'm glad you told me that now. So this weekend, since my father-in-law's gone, shit, he has a fallen tree behind his house. Okay, I'll just go chop that shit up and tie it up. There, done. Just throw shit to the
You
side.
really gonna chop it up?
Yeah, he has fucking plenty of equipment in his garage. Just go and
Chainsaw?
God,
Yeah.
God can only
Have you used the chainsaw before?
Yeah, we
Oh.
changed it. Yeah,
You cut the wood, everything fine?
yeah, we're good.
No,
Yeah.
no close calls. No, oh shit, no.
No, not really. No, I'm not gonna lie though. One day, make sure she didn't hear this. One day I was outside. I was cutting the bushes, and my mama gave me one of those little electric bush trimmers.
Yeah, I got one
And
of those.
it clearly says there's a button right there, and you hold the handle right here. So you're going, like
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Man, I was kind of ashamed. And if you let go of one, you're supposed to let go of the button, so it turns off. Man, my dumb ass saying, I was like, let me look, and I held it to the side, and like okay, and I went to reach for it, and I almost grabbed the damn blades.
Oh my God.
Fucking all my fingers fucking just came off. I almost grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna do that again. So I
Yeah.
learned that one real quick.
Yeah, I did kind of the same thing. I was messing with mine, and it kept cutting. The power kept cutting out. So I wanted to listen to what was going on with it. So I tried to stop the blade, and I put my hand up, and I was like, "Oh shit! No, that blade ain't gonna stop!" And fucking chewed my finger up.
We got,
Yeah.
god damn shit. But we got a friend, Oscar, at work. There's something called a blade stopper for lawnmowers. You put a little lock on there. You flip it, you twist it on. And so when you turn when you go take the how the Kaiser blade off,
Yeah.
or how
I
you
mean,
said
I call
it?
my guider blade. I call my sling blade.
Yeah. So when you go to turn it, it won't spin. He didn't. I mean, he didn't use a chain, so he had the the ratchet in there and had his hand on the side of it. And when he turned, that thing turned and it cut his fingers off.
Shit.
He was gone for 6 months. And you're like, what happened? Well, I scooped those bitches up and I ran it. I drove to the hospital, trying not to pass out, like, oh, so yeah.
Put them back.
Huh?
They put them back.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all mangled now.
You can see the lines and he's always like fiddling with it, but other than that,
So did they work?
yeah, they work. They're fine. He was out 6 months for rehabilitation on that shit. But shit, man, fuck. Just simple things like that. Well, I remember one time this guy they were bailing something, and this little girl she was throwing boxes in there. And someone talked to her, and she left her hand on the rail, and that guy wasn't paying attention. He slammed the rail down, and he hit her fingers so hard that the meat popped out. All the meat on the fingers popped out. So when he turned around, and she's over here like she's in shock, and you always see is white and red meat coming out. I'm like, what'd they do? They took up that stick and they pushed it all back in and sewed them up. I'm like, god damn, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bill
remember
Parker
that guy?
that way.
Remember Bill?
Yeah.
He was on a rail and he fell, and that's how his finger just snapped off.
Yep. So I was about to say that's how Bill lost his finger.
But they couldn't. But why couldn't they sew his back on?
It's before they could do that.
Really?
They couldn't do it back then.
Was
I
it
mean, I
hard?
guess they could, but the chances of it working weren't very good. And who knows? Maybe the finger was gone. Maybe it was damaged beyond repair.
I could imagine. I can imagine getting cut. I couldn't imagine the ripping.
Yeah.
The ripping of the finger off.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be like.
It would hurt.
Very much so. Did you hear my other one about? Did you hear the other one about my niece laughing at me?
What happened?
My
About
niece,
the books that you read?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a big time bookworm. I don't mean that in a bad way. She can read incredibly well.
Yeah.
And I told her, like, oh, I like to read, and like, oh, what do you read? I told her the books I read. I'm like, yeah, I know 1 year I tried it. Like, I want to know how many books I can read in 1 year. I said 8. She goes, 8? I read 12 books in like a week. And like,
Yeah. What's she read? Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys and shit
she
like
reads
that?
a lot. Like she's. I mean,
Babysitter
that
Stuff?
Twilight. I'm not even kidding. She read that Twilight book, the first one, like 4 times already. And she's reading like the books I give her to read. She'll give them back to me like the next week. I'm like, shit, man, I ain't ever freaking read that book all the way. Give it back to me.
Yeah.
But,
Last book I read was Dune, and that took me about a good 2 months to finish that one.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Shane. I'm still reading Warhammer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that one didn't pick up for. I get it though. I mean, if it had all those weird names and everything, I like that book. I thought it was my favorite. But that's the Warhammer book I actually read. So
like I said, the biggest book I ever read was that Mankind. Mick Foley's "Have a Nice Day." That big old. I read that was the biggest one I ever read, and yeah, I was like, shit, man, like. And she goes like, Harry Potter's like this, and like, okay, well, this is the book. Yeah, I read one book.
But I think Harry Potter, the text is real big, and there's a lot of spacing. I think it's made more for kids.
I've never read any of
Tell her
it.
to read Game of Thrones. Knock that shit out. Then we can talk.
Oh, she corrected me though. It's manga, not manga. So she corrected me too. So she almost got a karate chop to the throat too. So like, it doesn't matter, Karina. Yes, it does. It's proper English. It's manga. The A. I'm like, okay, I don't care how the A sounds.
It's like I went to. I think I told you this. I was at Half Price Books once, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I've been watching the cartoon. And he was like, oh, did you see this part? And I'm like, well, I'm not there yet. And he was like, oh, well, are you watching the dubbed one? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, man, it's just a cartoon. And he's like, cartoon? And I'm like, yeah, cartoon. He's like, what? The anime cartoon? He's like, yeah, anime. I'm like, yes, anime, cartoon, same fucking thing. Some fucking bastard sitting in over a desk somewhere, hunched over, drawing a fucking character, and he draws a bunch of them, and he flips it, and it looks like motion. It's a fucking cartoon, anime, the same goddamn thing.
He wasn't playing that. He wasn't playing that shade.
The only difference is that sometimes anime can be a little bit more adult in origin, but there's fucking adult normal cartoons too that aren't anime.
What's that? What's the porn? Hentai? The
Hentai.
Hentai. I remember we were at a con and a guy had this little paddle. Hentai. And what the other one's called? There's 2 of them, and there's 2 things he was streaming, and his shit was covered up with plastic. I mean, with heavy, not clear plastic, but and he was like telling everybody, and as soon as someone came over, how old are you? How old are you? And I'm like, oh, 16, move along. Hentai. How old are you? Okay, come along, sir. Come on. You like man, he was real about it. You weren't the age. You need to move the fuck on. So.
Yeah, I can't remember which comic book store I went to where they had like the hentai in the back. You had to go through that was a long time ago though.
Really? They had it in the back?
Yeah, you had to go through like some beaded doors to go back there to where it was
There's
at.
always some beaded doors. Always some beaded. To get to the porn, you gotta go through some magical beaded door.
Yeah.
to get to it.
I can't remember which comic book store that was. It was one of the first ones I went to, long time ago, long
I ain't
ago.
gonna lie, to you, I watched one of those one time. I'm like, man, this guy's giving it to her, and like they always make fun of it, like, man, these guys give these women these huge old knockers in this movie, a lot, if not every time, give them like overly huge ones.
Yeah, I told you about my brother's porn, right? Didn't I tell you about his anime porn?
Oh, the fans don't know about it.
Well, it's probably about. I would have been 17. Aaron would have been about, I guess, 14 or 13. You remember that in that strip mall in Corsicana?
Hmm?
So in that strip mall, they had, at first it was called an On Q, and then it became a Sam Goody.
Yep.
And basically, it was just like I don't know what you would call it. It was kind of like, I mean, it had a little bit of everything. It had movies, it had video games, it had comic books.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Think Geek, but with video games and movies. I mean, it was like a mixture of. Well, anyways, I used to go in there to look at computer games because that was the only place that had new computer games. And sometimes I would look at the graphic novels. So I'd go in there and just browse around, look at the art. Never really bought anything, just kind of looking around. Well, one day, Aaron, we go over there and we walked in through the Walmart, and then we go into the back of the mall and then go back to where the On Q was. Well, Aaron had just gotten a new pair of shoes from my aunt. And for some reason, when we walked into the Walmart, the thing went off. The door sensor went off. So we're thinking, oh, shit, something with your shoes is causing it to go off. And didn't think anything else of it. Then we left the Walmart going into the mall. Those sensors didn't go off. So I was thinking, oh, that's weird. One sensor went off, one didn't. I don't know what's going on there. So we're going to the On Q. We're shopping. I'm kind of minding my own business, do my own thing. And we leave, and as we leave, the thing goes off again. And the cashier's looking at us, and he's like, got his eyebrow raised. And I'm like, I think it's his shoes, man. And he's like, shoes won't cause those to go off. And I'm like, well, I don't know what it is. I don't got nothing. And he was like, okay. So I was like, well, fuck it, we're leaving. So we left. And we go through the Walmart, nothing, no sounds made, nothing. Doesn't go off. And I'm like, well, shit, what the fuck's going on? I didn't think anything of it. Couple months go by. And Aaron, like, he had a couple sleepovers. He had some of his friends over. And one day I come home from school, and my mom is standing there, and she's got her arm folded. And she's holding this yellow tape. And she's like, Shane Rollins, explain this. And I'm like, what? And she's like, explain it. And I'm like, it's a tape? And she's like, look at it. And so I looked at it, and I can't remember what the words said, but I was like, I don't know what this is. And she's popped it in the VCR. And as soon as she pops it in, there's this blonde chick, face flushed, and it's just, the dude's just fucking wailing on her. I mean, hard fucking core to the max. And I'm just like, oh shit. And my mom said, turn it off. And I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, let's just let it play for a little bit. She's like, no, turn it off. So pop it out. And she's like, what is this filth? And I'm like, Mom, I don't know what that is. She's like, no, it's filth, and I'm not going to have it in my house. And I'm like, okay, Mom. She goes out and grabs a ball-peen hammer, and she just starts smashing the tape. And, like, plastic is flying up, like, into my face and shit. And she's just smashing the tape. And my sister's over there laughing because my sister was always in trouble. So now she's seeing me in trouble. So she's fucking laughing her ass off. And I'm like, it's not mine. And she's like, well, it's somebody's. And I'm like, well, it was probably one of Aaron's friends. And so she calls him, and I'm like, come on, Aaron, just own up to it, man. It was David's, wasn't it? It was David's. Because David last year was a little shit. He still is. If you ever listen to the podcast, he knows. He's a bad kid. He's always getting into stuff. And anyway, so I was just thinking David had brought it over, and he just had left it. So I'm just saying, come on, Aaron, fess up. Just say it was David. It's okay. Nobody cares. He's not going to get in trouble. He's not here. And Aaron's like, no, it wasn't him. And I'm like, well, then who was it? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know where it came from. So Mom's thinking that it's me. Mom's thinking that I'm watching anime porn and whacking off in my fucking room, and I wasn't. I didn't start doing that till well after I'd moved out of the house because I didn't know what the fuck it was. Anyways, I mean, I looked up porn and shit, but I never like beat off to it. And so we put the
that's a story for another day for the
that's
fans.
for another day.
How do you not? No, why don't you die?
Nobody fucking told me, John. I didn't have a. I don't. You guys had your brothers, so y'all could figure that shit out. I didn't have anybody. I was the oldest brother. My dad wasn't around. I didn't have any older friends I hung out with. They were all around my age. Nobody liked talking about that shit, other than making fun of people. And I never connected the dots. I didn't know if you did that hard enough, that would happen. I just didn't know. Didn't fucking know. It wasn't until some girl told me. But anyways, years later, I'm riding with Aaron. He moved up. Remember, he was living with us.
Yeah.
At those ghetto ass apartments. And I'm driving him around looking for work. I told Aaron one day we were stopped, and while I was looking for jobs, I said, Aaron, you remember that time we went to do that on Goody or on Q store, and the fucking door kept going off and kept beeping? And I was like, what was that about? And he was like, oh wait, no. I said, Aaron, whose tape was that? Whose tape was that that mom found that one time that she busted up and got all mad about? And he said, oh, yeah, that was me. Remember when the door alarm kept going off at on Q? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I took the tape and I put it in my back pants and I walked out of there. Because he always had his shirt tucked in. And so he was able to just stick it up underneath there and walk out. He said he was sweating bullets when we walked out of there and it went off. I don't know.
The crime finally came out. He finally admitted to the crime.
Yeah. It would have done me a lot more good if that had came out when I was, 17.
Sad.
Yeah, another time I almost got my, and I think I've told this on the podcast, but my stepdad, him and my mom were only married for like a couple of years, like a year and a half. So it didn't last very long, but we had a computer there in the house. Well, I was seeing this chick at the prison, and she had sent me some pictures. So back in the old day, getting a picture online, big fucking deal. This is 2001, 2000, 2002. And anyways, I go and I got the pictures and I put them on the hard drive. Well, the woman was a lot older. She was like way older than me. And my sister, who's nosy as hell, finds the damn pictures on the computer. And so Marvin comes home and my mom's like, who are those pictures of that girl? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, those pictures. And, my sister once again is over there laughing and shit. And I come home and I'm listening to this argument. It's getting heated. And he's like, I don't know anything about those pictures. And she's like, what are they? And so I'm just letting this go on. And I'm like, oh, shit. They're my pictures. So finally I just said, it's like, hey, those aren't his. And my mom's like, what? And I'm like, it's this girl I'm dating. She sent them to me. And she's like, oh. And then my stepdad was like, see, I told you. Like,
was he sweating bullets?
Yeah. But, what are you going to do? Life's a garden. Dig it.
I saw the Power Ranger figures you sent me. The Green Ranger with the putty.
Yeah, it was a Green Ranger and putty. What'd you think about that?
There's a lot of Green Ranger figures coming out right now. So I think I got one here somewhere. I think I already got one of them I don't think they have lightning one, but I know I got a green one here somewhere.
Yeah,
they're starting to flood them back out again.
Yeah, I got a green one. That one was a 2-pack. I saw the Marcus Phoenix, and man, I was really debating about getting that damn thing, but it's also $75, and I was like, well, shit, man.
$75, man. That's about 90 bucks going out the door.
Yeah, I could almost buy a whole, because there's a Killer Croc wave. It's the last wave that Mattel's doing for DC. It's Killer Croc. I could get the Killer Croc wave instead of getting that thing, just one.
What do you mean? The last one they're going to do?
Mattel is, yeah. Spawn Toys took over the license.
Oh, you did tell me about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mattel's done. It's their last wave.
What
it's Red Hood, Katana, I think an Alfred.
I did see that wave. I didn't know they built Killer Croc. I just saw that Red Hood, and I was like, I need that fucking Red Hood.
Yeah, it's their best Red Hood that Mattel's done. Yeah. So
I guess go out with a bang. I guess I'm trying to debate when that new Shazam movie comes out. Oh, speaking of which, Jason Momoa. Yeah, he won't do Aquaman 2 because he's protesting some construction going on in Hawaii. So he's like, I guess, a protest for it. So he's not gonna fit
$1 billion. He better fucking make Aquaman 2.
Yeah, so he's protesting by not doing the movie. Apparently, what I was reading. So I'm like, all right, well,
Well, what the hell is WB gonna do about that?
Nothing, because you need him to be fucking Aquaman. Period. You need him to be Aquaman. You can't.
Aquaman.
And someone said, fuck them. Get someone and just CGI. Like, you can fucking tell when it's CGI. You can tell. And that'd be a fucking waste of time.
He can't shoot Aquaman because he's protesting construction on a sacred Hawaiian mountain. Oh, The Rock is doing it too.
Oh, The Rock is too? I thought The Rock was giving him was just backing him,
Oh, Rock is there too.
Well, who am I to say, it's stupid, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's important to them, heritage and all that stuff, Islanders, cultural history and all that. Yeah.
Oh, but anyway,
what's his name? What's the Black Sabbath guy? Ozzy Osbourne. He pissed on the Alamo. So.
Anyways, I was thinking like I got that DC Universe Black Adam over here, and I'm trying to debate should I sell it before the next Shazam movie comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, is it gonna be worth some money? Is it gonna shoot up? Is it gonna go down? Because they're gonna make a whole fucking new wave.
Still new in a box, right?
The what?
You still have it new in a box, hasn't been opened?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get some money for it.
That's the what's that green guy's name? Chemo?
Chemo.
Huh?
Chemo.
Yeah, that one. There's a part in it. I'm like, man, I'm just waiting. Like, man, should I go for it now? Wait for it,
Yeah, I know he's going for a good amount. Let me take a look and see.
One without bubbles in it or with?
Oh, I don't know if Black Adam was the one that had the bubbles or not.
What do you mean?
I think Wildcat had the bubbles.
Bubbles.
So one of the Chemo figure when they first made the wave, it didn't have any bubbles. They added it later.
Come on, John, get up with the news.
Sorry about that, Sarah. I'm behind in my.
Better.
He got bubbles.
Yours does?
Actual, not on the plastic, like inside.
Oh no, he doesn't. It's clear. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
It was like a silicone bubbles. Or
John,
like that.
the last new one in the box sold for $74.
Wow, that doesn't seem worth it.
It sold.
That don't seem worth it.
74. That's pretty good for one figure.
I don't know.
When the movie comes out, it may jump up a little bit.
That's what I'm waiting for, because you never know that the new figure they make is going to be crappy, look better, Yeah.
Well, it's going to be Spawn Toys, so it probably won't be as articulated.
Think so?
I mean, Spawn, some of their figures, I guess, has good articulation. Let me show you one of their toys I got right now. All right, this is a Spawn Toys.
I know Spawn made the One Punch one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anything good to snack on. Just crap.
Looks pretty good. Double jointed.
Yeah, but he's kind of tall.
You think they won't match the new figures? Match the 8-inch figures?
See, that's the thing. He's 7 inches. He's pretty tall. Like he's almost as tall as Thor.
That's not too bad. That's not bad, I guess.
So,
I think the best one was oh my God, Solomon Grundy.
yeah, it was their best wave. Yeah, that was wave number 3, and the Deathstroke was my favorite figure out of that wave. But the whole wave was good. Had Robin, Sinestro, Deathstroke. Who else? I think Green Lantern was in that wave. It's just a solid wave.
That's like Solomon Grundy. Like, this sounds badass. You can't fucking put him down.
Why don't you ever done a Solomon Grundy cosplay?
Well, people. Oh, aren't you a little short to be Solomon Grundy? Like, yeah, whatever. I get that shit all the time. That's what's the shit I get all the time is, aren't you a little short to be this or a little short to be that? Thank you.
I thought you did a good Chris Redfield.
Same thing. They want the
I
it's a
said
little
that too.
short. Yeah, people give me shit all the time for being doing the short characters.
Why don't you do Wolverine?
I don't know. I don't know. I
You
don't
can
know.
pull off Wolverine.
I'll be short enough, but
You growing this back out, boy?
yeah, just fucking going out again. Not even trying. Not even a week.
That's only a week.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, that quick. That's what people are saying. Like, how'd you do that? Do what? Just fucking grows that fast.
Yeah, see, the problem with mine is it starts getting wavy and curly when it starts getting longer. Like I look at pictures like when I really let it go, and it's like, dang man, I look like a freaking homeless person. The thing is just look like a mane.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Same thing again. I was trying to think about the damn homeless people again. Like, oh my gosh. Everywhere again.
There was when I was looking at those toys at GameStop today, a homeless dude walked in there, and you could tell the clerk was just annoyed. He was like, "You got any cigarettes? You smoke cigarettes?" And the guy's like, "No, man, I don't. My manager does, but he's out." He's like, "Oh, okay. I just need some cigarettes. Where's Denny's at?" And he's like, "It's down the highway, bro." And he's like, "Oh, I thought Denny's was downtown." And the guy's like, I don't know if there's a Denny's downtown." He's like, "All right, where am I? What street is this on?" I'm like, "This is Hewlin Street. We're by the Hewlin Mall. There's a Walmart right behind us." And the guy's like, "Oh, okay." And he turned around, walked out, walked next door into the mobile store. And as soon as I heard him open the door, he's like, "Hey!" I could just hear him yelling. I was like, "God dang, man. Who wants to talk to that guy?" Oh, let me tell you about my Taco Bell trip tonight.
Oh Lord.
So after I get done at GameStop, Sarah ordered a pizza from Marco's. And I'm kind of over pizza. I'm at the point in my life where I've had all the pizza I need. I don't need any more pizza. I got it. Good on pizza.
Okay.
I had New York pizza. I had Chicago style. I got it. Cheese, sauce, meat. Okay, I get it. I'm done. But Sarah, she'll eat pizza almost every night. So I was thinking, man, I don't want that. I'm going to try this new bacon jalapeno burger from Wendy's.
Okay.
But then I got to thinking, I really don't want a burger, though. I'm not starting to mood for a bunch of meat and bacon and grease. I just don't want that. So I was like, let me just go to Taco Bell. Just get something cheap, a little dollar burrito, a little dollar soft taco, be on my way. So I head over to Taco Bell, and on their dollar menu, they have this thing called, I had to take a picture of it. It's called, it's on their dollar menu. And it was called a classic or spicy loaded nacho taco for $1.
Okay.
So I was like, that sounds good. I want a spicy loaded taco. And so I order it. And when the guy brings up my order, I see on there it says DLT. DLT. And I'm like, DLT. So I Google DLT and it says Doritos Locos Taco. And I'm like, well, that's not what I fucking wanted. And it's $2. It's $1.99. Mine was only supposed to be $1.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to the drive-thru. They hand me the food, and I look at it, and I see it's a Doritos taco. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the dollar taco. So I go in, and as soon as I walk in the door, the guy says, "Hey, what did we mess up?" And I'm like, well, I ordered this taco, and it's not what you guys gave me. And he's like, "Oh, no. See, it's a Doritos taco right there. That's what you wanted." And I'm like, no. See, I wanted the spicy loaded taco. And he looks up at the menu, and it's not there. It's not there on the fucking menu. And I'm like, well, I can't remember what the exact name was, man. And he's like, oh, these are our only options on the dollar menu. This is all we got. And I'm like, no, it's on your menu outside. It actually says it. I can show it to you if you'd like. And he's like, we don't have it, man. He's like, look, it's only $1 more. And I'm like, I get that. I'm not saying that that's the problem.
Why is that an answer?
It's not the dollar. I want the spicy loaded taco. That's all. And he's like, well, can I make something for you? And I was at the time I couldn't remember what it was called. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm good. I'm good. So I walk out and I was like, fuck this. So somebody was making an order, and I walk over to the damn the menu, and I take a picture of that bitch. And I don't know if you can see this, but it says right there, classic. You probably can't see that very good. Anyways, it's on there. It says classic or spicy loaded nacho taco. So I walk back in there, and I got the phone out, and the guy was taking somebody else's order. As soon as he done, he's like, "What you got, man?" And I was like, "Look, I just took a picture of your menu. It says classic or spicy loaded nacho taco." And he said, "Yeah, yeah, that's what it says." And I'm like, "It's your menu. I just walked outside and took a picture of it. I'm not making this shit up." And he's like, "Yeah, but it's not on my computer." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'm gonna have to get a manager on this one. I can't do it." And so she's back there working, busting ass, and he's just kind of standing there. And so I'm like, "All right, I'll wait." So the manager comes up and I'm like, she's like, "How can I help you?" And she said, "Well, yeah, that was on our menu, but it's expired and they haven't given us new signs yet." And I'm like, "That's all you had to say. It's all that had to be said." And she's like, "Is there anything we can do for you?" And I'm like, no, this will be fine. So I don't know. Just made an ass out of myself, I guess. I don't know.
Well, like it could have been solved with a simple. Maybe if he was informed, or maybe he knew the answer already, or not saying something stupid like, "Well, it's just $1." Well, that's fine, but that's
Yeah.
not what I ordered.
I didn't really want a Doritos taco. And I guarantee you, if that bitch would have had sour cream on there, there'd been fucking hell to pay. I'd have walked right back up to that bitch and say, "Hold the fuck up. This ain't going to work." But thankfully, there was no sour cream. So I actually got the roll off of it, so it was fine.
So the end game is you still you didn't get no money back though, right?
No, so I spent more than I wanted to. That's the end game. I spent $1 more than I wanted to.
And you got a burrito that you did not want.
Yeah, it fucked me out of $1. It was okay. I mean, it's Doritos taco, and I got a dollar burrito to go with it. I should have just got $2 burritos. That's usually what I get, $2 burritos, and I'm good. But I was like, I want to try something new. Let me try this spicy taco, and no.
Like I said, it could have been that simple. He could have gone back there first. Hey, well, I'm gonna go ask the manager real quick. No, man, not on here. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what they. And then you just have it in your system. Why did you randomly enter something for you?
Yeah, well, that was my thing. Why you put a fucking DLT in there? I didn't want a damn DLT. If I said I wanted Doritos Locos Taco, you'd know that. I didn't say that. I said a loaded nacho taco. Spicy nacho taco.
That's going to be fine with you. Let's just put this in. There. He'll take it. It's $1 more. He won't notice.
I noticed that dollar. I was like, hold up. That says $1.99. It's supposed to say 100. This ain't right. But,
like I don't know, like I said, that's simple. That lady, like you said, the lady did it. That's simple. Just sorry, it's old sign. Well, you need to go show out there with some fucking duct tape and mark it out or something.
Well, that's why I told him. I was like, that's the only reason why I stayed. I was like, well, look, somebody else is going to come through here and want that damn thing, and y'all going to have the same problem. So we need to figure out what's going on. And I guess maybe most people just take what they get and leave it alone, but I wasn't leaving that day till I got some answers.
Daniel does fear that. He fears that, like, if he gets a burger and he makes it in Pacific, that they're gonna do something to it.
Yeah.
Or if you take something food back,
I could see them. So if one of them takes my food and walks off to the corner, I mean, nah, fuck that. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Make another one. It's not gonna work.
I know they said the rule of thumb is if you send some food back that you didn't want or something didn't taste right about it, it's like pour a fucking ton of salt on there or some bullshit so that they have to remake it or something like that. Not just go back there and just fry it back up or some bullshit, But I've never had that. I've had orders messed up, but I've never actually no, you know what? I did do that one time. We were at the cotton patch and it was cold that day. I wanted something hot. I ordered chicken and dumplings, and she ordered something else. And they brought our food to us. It was all fucking cold, and like, is your food cold? Mine's cold. And yeah, mine's cold too. So we sent it back, and you see the waiters looking over their little table, what do you mean it's not cold? Well, you just fucking stuck your finger in it, so now I definitely don't want that back now. He goes,
seems like there's a more sanitary way to check the temperature on those damn things.
Yeah.
Stick your finger in there.
Yeah, that's what he did. He stuck his finger what is this? What's this mess? He just stick his finger in there. It's not cold. I see him. And I remember one time when I was in a restaurant. It was a Joe's Crab Shack, and I was younger. And I was telling the waitress, like, "Ma'am, it's too cold in here. It's too cold. And she goes, it's too cold. Like, ma'am, I'm freezing right here. I'm cold. And she goes, okay. And she went and told a guy, and the guy goes, it's hot in here. Like, no, it's not. It's cold. And my mom's like, just let it go. We stop. Like, no, it's fucking cold. I'm cold over here. Like, no one cares that I'm cold. You know, I'm young and dumb. Like, I'm cold over here. No one cares. And like,
Nobody does care. You're right. Nobody
yeah,
cares.
and all they did was like, well, just trade seats over here. Okay. See, that's simple. So someone had to say, oh, we can't sit on this side and, this side. Like, I don't know how old I was in my teens, but y'all was making a big fucking deal because I was fucking cold, man. Like, why does no one care that I'm cold?
Just get over it. Damn. Yeah.
No fucking deal about it.
I thought that guy at the counter was going to say something smart ass to me while I was.
I thought you were going to say that. Like, he was like, well, nothing we can do for you.
Yeah.
It went off the rail right there.
If he just said something smart ass, it was going to be a back and forth. I mean, I was going to play the game. Like, we're going to play the game all day till I get answers.
Well, so apparently you don't know who I am, so let's get this game going right now.
Yeah. So next week we'll do for all of our listeners, the podcast may be a little late because we're going to do it during the camping trip. But I haven't figured out how we're going to do it yet.
I got my.
Oh, I'm sorry, not next week. The week after next.
I got my little. I had it here. I got my stupid little 360 camera that you push a button and just records everything around us.
Oh, okay. We'll do
I got that. I think buy a memory card for it and charge it. But I got that, and that would help us. Right there. So.
Yeah. So we'll probably do it that way, and then we'll just have to upload it when we get back from the trip.
Yeah. So, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, that your horror movie idea that you want to do.
Yeah.
Is it short enough to do in a weekend?
Yeah. If we got the people. Only if we got the people.
With that, well, I hate to say that, like it won't be nowhere this year, right? Because we're pretty much done for the year, right?
No, the film festival is not going to be till 2020.
Oh, good.
And
So we have time.
We need to do it when it's cooler. Like, we don't need to be doing it in this fucking heat.
Yeah, because I was telling Celia that, and she goes, no, we're pretty much done because you got your trip. No wait, we got one. I got one more camping trip. The camping trip, one more mini vacation. Then that's it. It's baby's coming. Then it goes into the holidays. Then we got fucking Christmas, and
yep.
So it'll be like, I think the best time for you will probably be mid next year. And,
yeah.
But no. When's your baby getting here?
At the beginning of the year, so January.
So it'll be like mid next year. That'd be the pot, or what, spring or fall, I guess.
Yeah, I got the script ready. It needs. I saw a couple typos in there, and we need to change the characters up a little bit. But really, all you need to make it work is we just need a place by a bridge, which I know where there's one at in Arlington. It's an old park bridge over there that nobody using. And then nobody's back there. Nobody ever goes over there.
The one in Corsicana?
Well, there's one in Corsicana, but there's one in Arlington too. We could do it in either place.
What about that old ass one where you're going towards Corsicana and Kearns that it's like no one uses the fucking off the bridge over there?
That one would probably be the best one to use. It's so far away.
Yeah.
But we could do that. We could use that one. All I need for the outside stuff. We just need the main characters. We need a car. We need some baby powder, some candles, and a Ouija board.
See, that's a good short film. Like I said, I can't give you weeks. I'll give you a whole weekend. I'll give you a whole week. I'll put the time in. You get a whole weekend. I'll do whatever you want a whole weekend.
It'll be quick. Which character do you want to be? Do you know?
What characters are there?
Let me lay the setup for you. It's 3 people, and one of them is going to college and is doing a movie project. Okay, it's for their
Am I
school.
young enough to be a college student?
Okay, so I guess you won't be that person. The other one, unless I rewrite the character and make it something weird, it's not going to work. The other one is this person's friend who's acting like it's the camera person. It's got the camera, it's going to record everything.
Okay.
And it's a guy like the tech person, like into computers and shit, like into technology. And then the third person is somebody that's training to become a police officer. And so this person is going to be like you know, like all manly and, you know, kind of like, you know, real practical, no nonsense, no bullshit.
Hmm.
And then, so basically, the college person wants to do a documentary on the story of Crybaby Creek.
Okay, I
And
got
so
you.
the movie will start out with just like a little interview, like the test run, and be like, so you ready? Yeah, I can't wait. You know, what are we?
Okay,
It's going to be
okay,
kind of like the Blair Witch Project a little bit.
got you.
And so they're going to interview a professor. So I'm going to find somebody. I got an empty office I can use that'll look just like a college professor. Nobody will know. I don't have permission to use it, but it's a closed building, so nobody's going to give a fuck if I go in there and move some stuff around. And nobody's going to notice it because I'll change it up to where you can't tell which building it is. Anyways, we don't. I don't need you for that one. I'll just need the professor, somebody to be professor, and they're going to do like a little interview asking about the story, and he tells the legend of Crybaby Creek, where it comes from, and then they go interview some townspeople and ask them about the legend, and of course there's like one hillbilly that's like, y'all not be asking these questions, you know, what were y'all doing? Y'all stay away from that place. Y'all don't go down there, you know, crazy shit. They go down to the creek, and everything's just kind of boring, and so the college student, the person that's trying to do the report, says, you know, it's time to kick things up a notch. So she pulls a baby doll from her car and she holds it over the bridge like Michael Jackson. And she's like summoning the spirits and shit. It's like shaking the baby. And so then she throws the baby over the bridge. And so they're just like, all the friends are like, you dumbass, you know, what the fuck are you doing? And then all of a sudden you just hear in the background, you hear the babies crying. And then they're all like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And somebody's playing a trick. Somebody's playing a fucking trick. And then everything goes quiet. And then a truck comes up. And it's that hillbilly again, that crazy guy. And he's got a friend with him. And they're like, what y'all doing out here in the woods? You know, like, and it's real awkward. And there's like some tension. And so things kind of like, you know, get like Deliverance style.
Oh
And,
shit.
yeah. And the police officer person, um, the police officer person has a gun, pulls out that gun and like holds it up to the hillbilly's head. It's like, back off, motherfucker. Get in your car and go. And hillbilly's, all right, man, shit. Just playing, just fucking around. No harm done. Get in the truck, drive off. They're gone. And the college student's like, well, and everybody's like, let's just go home. Let's just call it off. And the college student's like, we don't have enough. Nobody could hear that noise. It's not clear on the audio. So they're like, God dang it. So it's now it comes the Ouija board. Pull out the Ouija board, set up the candles, start doing the seance, and then the Ouija board will start moving around, and then that's when like the shit gets weird, and the baby powders, we're gonna spray baby powder over the car, and then have little handprints on the car to make it look like the kids were touching the car. And anyways, the movie will end with like a ghost figure, like somebody just we'll just have a sheet over somebody's head or a robe, and they'll be kind of walking around in the woods, and everybody will be running away. And
Like I said, it's gonna be some running. I can start now. We gotta do a dramatic run scene.
yeah,
No, it'll look more realistic. I just don't practice. Don't it's just.
well,
Just
you gotta think about the person who's playing the cameraman is going to be literally holding the camera. I mean,
Okay, gotcha.
so if I end up being the cameraman character, I'm literally going to be holding the fucking camera. So, you know, I can make you look faster while you run there. It could be chaos. Like you take off running and then you get out of shot and then the camera catches up to you.
Is it gonna be one of those cool little tripping over the log scene? Everybody loves that shit.
There is the car won't start scene where they're like, you know, like the car won't start. I didn't have any tripping because when we run away, that's kind of like when the story fades out.
Okay, because everybody loves that guy falling over, the camera flies, the guy trying to find
Person,
it.
the camera drops the camera person at the very last scene. They drop the camera and you see the figure in the background.
That's what I mean. Everybody loves that. Yeah, everybody. That's the one thing everybody loves. Right
You'll
there.
see that
Everybody
you'll
loves
see the
that.
rogue figure walk up and maybe we'll do something to make the face look scary or something. But yeah, that's the plan.
Awesome. That sounds good. Sounds good. Like I said, hopefully mid next year we can do it. And like I said, you have plenty of time to rewrite it or reshoot things. But like, I'll give you a whole weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can definitely do it in a weekend. We just got to have the people. I sent Gabriel the script too, so maybe he can give some music for us. I don't know if he's up for that.
How many you think tops?
How many people do we need
Yeah.
to make it work? 6.
That's three for the acting. One,
Yep.
but we won't see the. You said you won't see the professor.
Yep. The hillbilly. And
Two
then if we can get some
7.
extras, if we get 10 people involved, we can make the movie. 10 people, we can make it good.
But you just need the major 3 though for the majority of the time.
Yeah. And my brother can play one of the characters. Maybe he'll be the hillbilly. Maybe I'll be the hillbilly. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds good. That's exciting. That's good.
Daniel said he was down. I guess I would have Daniel be one of the shit. Maybe we'll make Daniel the hillbilly.
That'd be funny. You get down with like that one overall.
Yeah, just get him in the overall, hold the beer can like in the truck, and yeah, you look pretty.
Y'all get the fuck out of here. That would be hilarious. They're fucking yelling. I fucking told y'all to play out here.
Yep.
I think that's just hilarious. But I guarantee you got to reshoot that a couple of times because Dale's gonna laugh. Screaming that, he just started laughing.
Well, that's what we got to work on. We have to be serious. Like when the shit gets scary, we got to. I don't know what we got to do to scare each other, but we got to be scared. So.
Well, you already talked about us being there at night and spotlights.
If we do it in Curtis, there's a cemetery right there.
Yeah, and then you gotta go like, all right, lights off, shooting time, lights off. Like that's what gets scary. You don't have to pretend. Just turn the lights off.
Yeah.
We're shooting, but don't want to fall in the fucking river. I mean, the fuck off the bridge or some shit, you know.
Right.
But anyways, so that's good though. That's exciting.
All right. I guess I'm gonna sign off. Upload this video. Get it up. Oh, I gotta upload all the videos for this week. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you got a heavy weekend coming up again, like you said. Oh, visit Josh. Yeah, you said that. Visit Josh. What are you gonna do? Just chill out.
Yeah, I'm hoping we watched the first episode of Stranger Things. That's what we did the last time we hung out with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I like it. It's a good season. I liked it. And I just heard they're filming season 2 of The Boys. They're getting that started right now.
Nice.
It was a hit.
Yeah, I wanted to pick up that book. I just couldn't spend the money on it, man.
Same thing. I think Daniel said he saw it, but I said, damn.
The prices just went up, and I looked at it online. I was going to buy an issue, and it's like $5, man, for one fucking comic.
People know what they got now, so that's why. So, but anyways, all right, take us out.
All right, Jay Pizzle. And JP's what?
Did you listen to that one?
Me and Gabriel said we like Jay Pizzle better. We want more Jay.
What part was funny? Just screaming random shit.
When you were ranting at the other drivers, go ahead, motherfucker. Go ahead. Just get on in. Get right on in there. Yep, that's right. That's right, motherfucker. Just cruise on in. Look at you. Look at your car. Look at that sunroof. I bet you're regretting that decision now, huh? Bet you're regretting that shit. Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be a hot fucking week, so you might see him. You're gonna see him again. It's gonna be a hot fucking week again. Shit.
Yeah, I was telling Gabriel, I was like, he just needs to scrap JP and become Jay Pizzle full time.
I knew y'all were gonna say that though. Just get y'all, just Jay Pizzle takes over, just mad at fucking everything. Just tell it as it is.
Yeah, I think at the beginning, didn't you say if you're used to that normal JP nice uplifting shit, get that out of your head because this is. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Well, at least I'm making that work then.
So, anyways, Jay Pizzle, JP's what? Daniel's not here. Dread Night. Aaron's going to be going to New York, so I don't know if he'll be in any next week. And then we're at Big Beefing on Twitter and on YouTube now.
We'll get better. We'll get better. We'll get a nice little format down.
I got to get more. I got to get more people in my network because too many people are dropping out, and I need some backups. And I just couldn't. Eddie was busy. He didn't have the software ready. Cliff was out of town. Gabriel was working. Miguel, I guess, forgot and has a family and a life or whatever. So I didn't want to do the barber chick again because it was so random last time. I don't want her to think that randomly I'm just going to call her.
Well, what easier in this time, you know.
Yeah. So.
All right. Sounds good, sir. Well, you have a good one, and I'll sure check you out on that Monday. All right. Be careful out there. Tax-free weekend. Be careful out there.
Yeah, I don't plan on. Well, I need to buy some socks, so I might get some socks.
You're like trying to go in there and get some socks then.
I need some. Man, my fucking socks got holes in them. Every sock I have has holes.
And what does your toes look like?
The toes are fine, but my heels, the holes come in my heels.
Oh, okay.
So
that's like everybody's mind right there, like heels. What the fuck, me? You walk on your heels? Yeah, everyone walks on their heels. Damn it. But All right then. Well, you be careful out there. Let me know how the soccer adventure goes, and let me know how Josh is doing.
Bye, boy.
Bye. Oh, is Josh going to split the bill, or will you let him take in?
Oh well, if he stays out the whole weekend, I'm gonna be like, hey man, give us a couple bucks or something.
Okay, no big deal. All right.
I don't know. I didn't mention the price. I mean, it's already paid for. So
No big deal. Then we'll just have fun. Then he can come along. No big deal.
okay,
It'll be fun. But all right, sir. You and Sarah have a good one. Bye, Sarah.
boy. She already left.
I'll show you later. All right. You have a good night then.
Bye, boy.
Bye.